It's probably gonna fail epically. We're recording, and I'm just standing here. Okay. Hello and welcome to a new segment of our channel, I guess, a new section, sub-channel, call it what you will, about anime. I'm officially naming it now. It's LP Anime, but I have Andrew, my friend, and also a new member of the Lavender Porcupines here on
AKA
Skype
and that
with
one
me,
two three.
aka and that 123, and he's gonna argue with me about anime. Well, we're gonna talk about Angel Beats, which is an older anime. I'm probably extremely late to talk about this, but I did not find Angel Beats to be depressing.
And you are the only human on the face of the earth that can say that.
How am I? I just didn't know. Okay, then explain to me how it was depressing, and I'll explain to you how it wasn't depressing.
Okay, well, think about this. The whole point of this story is there are kids that have died, and they didn't fulfill their life. That's the whole point of this.
False. The whole point is children getting over their problems. In fact, actually, the entire show is about a group of idiots who didn't realize how the obvious purpose of this high school in the afterlife and decided to fight it. I mean, that whole joke that they kept on doing over and over again, it was about the one girl, Yui or whatever her name was. She would always be like, in other words, he's an idiot. Or in other words, he's a moron. She kept on calling everyone a moron. Eventually I realized that really is true. Everyone in the entire fucking group is a moron.
Did you find it moving at all?
There were points when I was like, oh, that sucks. Too bad you're dead now, and you're in a high school.
No, I'm
a
talking
pretty
about
fucking awesome high school.
Moving as in, did you find it empowering after the thing was over? You like different?
No.
Oh my god, no. Okay, no.
Define empowering.
Well, I mean, like, it was... Okay, spoiler alert, I will say this. At the
We
end...
Lavender Porcupines do not condone any spoilers. We do, however, find them hilarious. Watch at your own risk.
Okay, so, I mean, when, at the end, you see him, after he's reincarnated, technically, listening to her whistle, and he chases after her, and that's the dead end.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was happy moments. I was like, yay, I'm happy for you. Too bad I didn't know anything about your character other than how you died.
No, but how they died defined them in this show. That's how they were living in this place. They couldn't let go.
Yes, and I understand that, but in the entire show, which was only 13 episodes, and I think there was a 14th bonus episode, there was not a single time when I actually knew what any of the characters were like, other than how they died. I mean, really, like, how can I feel sad for someone if I don't know anything about them other than how they died? I mean, we were talking earlier about how Shirley died in Code Geass. Spoiler alert, by the way. Do you know why that was sad? It wasn't because she died in a horribly depressing way, which she kind of did. It was because I knew what she was like, so I was like, holy crap, that's actually kind of sad, because she's no longer on the planet. And then, apart from me thinking that it wasn't very depressing, I found it hilarious, and I also found that it made absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever.
Okay, I do agree.
It was like, dude, it was like Sword Art Online.
Oh gosh.
Think about it. No. Tell me they were not in a computer game that whole time.
But they were in a computer game.
See, that's why I don't understand. Was it a computer game, or was it the afterlife? Maybe if they had added 20 episodes, they would have had time to decide that. But instead, they realized that they hadn't had any fighting whatsoever for the last, like, 12 episodes, and so they threw in those weird shadow monster things.
Oh, true. Okay.
I mean, really, they just kind of threw those in, because they were like, oh crap, we marketed this as an action anime, but it turned out to be a soppy love story anime. Shit! We need to throw some action in quick, guys!
Well, because they started out, like, the first, like, couple episodes were pretty action-packed.
Not really, but whenever there was action, it was pretty decent. I did question though where the hell these kids learned to use high caliber guns and
Yeah,
battle axes and shit.
yeah.
And
Well,
then
I mean, they didn't live long, so.
it was fucking hilarious. Like all those moments in the anime where they just did something completely random and hilarious. That worked because you don't need to know someone's personality to laugh at something retarded they did. I think that YouTube is proof enough of that. But you do need to know someone to feel sad for them, because, like it or not, humans are assholes, and if we don't know the person who we're supposed to be feeling sad for, we aren't going to feel sad for them.
Oh, what about all the commercials on the TV of the little children dying in Africa?
See, though, that is cheap sadness. That is sadness that makes you feel guilty. You're not feeling sad for those little African children. Trust me, dude. They should actually do a psychological study on this. You're not feeling sad for the poor little African children. You might think you are, but you're not. You're feeling sad because you haven't done anything for those African children, and you think you're going to go to hell because of it.
No, well, no.
Or it's something like that.
Pisses me off.
It's because you are feeling like you are a worthless piece of human trash subconsciously because you haven't done anything for them. And Angel Beats doesn't even manage to do that. Because they're trying to go for the really depressing kind of sad, and then again,
He was his sister. Think about it. I.
Oh yeah, he lost his sister who had like two fucking lines. You ruined the video with your phone. Oh yeah, he lost his sister who had like one line in the entire show. And her only okay, so let me say something, okay? There's a show called Battlestar Galactica. It came out a while ago. Have you ever seen it?
Have you seen what?
Battlestar Galactica?
No, never.
No, well, in one episode, early on in the show, before the show got really good, there was this little girl whose only purpose was to make you cry. It's a space sci-fi about the extinction of humanity, okay? Just the short version of it, they're a bunch of humans on spaceships running away from evil robots that are trying to exterminate them. So there's this one girl, and she's on a ship that can't make it. It can't go fast enough, so they have to leave it behind. And as it turns out, that same girl appeared earlier in the episode, and what were her only lines? I'm on this cruise ship to wait for my parents. They're gonna meet me at this random planet. Only served to make you cry when she died. And that was the same thing with his sister. She might as well have said, I'm a cripple and I'm gonna die later. Feel bad for
No,
me.
actually,
and my brother will have pretty much caused my death. Feel bad for me.
I can't remember exactly because it's been a while, but I do know that basically her only lines that she said were "thank you."
Yeah, pretty much.
No, he said he even said like all I live for is her to say thank you and all this stuff, and whenever you see her, he's giving her something and she's
yeah, I know. Again, it just serves to.
And then as
fuel
she
the cheap
dies,
depression.
she's on top of him, and she goes, "Thank you," and then she's dead.
Yeah, and then he doesn't notice. He doesn't notice until they get to the 5-star restaurant.
No, that made me sad. Like that made me cry. I was like, oh my god, he's like talking to her. He's literally saying all the things that he had planned. He worked like day in to day out, crazy to get money to go to this. He wanted to give her like epic jewelry, like most expensive, go to a 5-star restaurant, like see all these different stuff, and she's like, thank you, and she doesn't get to do any, and he's still talking about it as she's dead.
See though, so I get the feeling that I'm not really making my point here. So here's why I didn't find it depressing, okay? Because for every moment like that was depressing, I'm not saying I wasn't moved by it. I was like, oh shit, that sucks. But then, like directly after, they would have like what?
Do not flag this video for cursing, by the way.
There were like 20 scenes of them just doing random stuff that was quite hilarious. It was like, holy shit, that's funny. Like, do you remember the episode when there was a test or something and they were trying to get Angel to fail the test? and they had the rocket chairs.
Yeah.
That was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in an anime. Like, period. I've never laughed so hard in my life.
Well,
That was
it
hilarious.
was funny, but I wouldn't say that's the most funny.
See, though, that's see, I
but
didn't find
I get your point, but at the same time, it's epically depressing.
No, it's not. It's like, oh shit, that's kind of sad, and then
I went into
and then it
HEB.
goes to make you like, ah. See, my brother was like, it made him emo for a period of like 3 months. The reason being that he was in the middle of a bad relationship, and the most depressing thing he had ever seen in an anime up until that point was Goku dying in Dragon Ball Z.
That is sad. I'm sorry, but that is sad.
No, sad. Do you mean the scene was sad, or it's sad
That's sad that he got sad over Goku.
No, but see, though, again, though, Goku
that
dying was kind of sad. The reason being, you had a good picture of Goku's personality. I mean, I'm not going to pretend it was depressing or anything.
But wait, he comes back to life in the next season.
Shh! Don't spoil it, Andrew!
No, but that's the same. These
No,
anime
see, though, I'm
I like
talking...
short ones, because I just wish they would be like the... I just wish they would not be like the Bible. That's the same thing I had with Harry Potter. They cannot be Jesus. You have to die. Don't come back to life. It's
Okay, but so, wait, so, I just didn't find it ultimately depressing, and then I guess the main reason I didn't find it depressing was, really, there was no interaction between the characters. And they had way too many characters, and there wasn't enough time to develop a third of those characters. I mean, they should have, if they were only going to do 13 episodes, they should have ditched the action aspect of it and made it about, like 3 children in there. Because you can't have 13 episodes and possibly hope to develop, like, 17 characters. I mean, that's the same problem that Sword Art Online had. You can't develop that many characters, and in the end, if you try to develop that many characters, you end up developing nobody. And when you develop nobody, it's impossible to feel for them.
true. Yeah.
I mean, like, that one girl was all like, my siblings were killed in front of me, and then I was like, that's depressing,
Well,
but there was, like, no lead-up into that conversation.
No, but
Whatsoever.
there wasn't any lead-up,
No,
but it
she
was
she just kind of sat down and she was like, "Let's take a break." By the way, did you know that all my siblings were killed in front of me?
It was depressing and gory. I mean,
Yes, it was depressing and gory, but it was way out of place, and it didn't deliver as much emotional impact as it could have. And we've been talking for like 20 minutes now, I think. Anyways, so that's why I don't think Angel Beats was depressing at all.
yeah, well, I mean, no, but the only
I mean, no,
person
not,
that
I
I
wouldn't
thought
say
was pointless.
I wouldn't say not depressing at all. I would just say not as depressing as everyone makes it out to be.
Okay, the only thing that I thought was pointless, the only death that I thought
Wait,
was,
Andrew, this is your last word here before we're gonna close it, so make it count.
Okay, well, you know, I didn't think that the, like, rock star girl, I didn't get that at first. Like, when, like, you see her disappear, I didn't get that until another person disappeared. So it was pointless for her to die, in my opinion. Or her to, like, go away.
Meh.
Do you agree, or no?
Man, I don't know. She was arguably one of the more interesting characters in my opinion, because even though they didn't have, again, there was like barely any character development, but out of all the development that she had, there was at least some conversation there. It wasn't like just, oh yeah, we're gonna tell you my sob story and then never talk to you again. But anyways, that's all the time that we have for this video. Thank you for watching the Lavender Porcupines, and subscribe or I will kill you.